So what is going on YouTube? Zenevio here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the most efficient cactus farm that you possibly can in Minecraft. I tried to record this once and for some reason I had blocks placed weird and I couldn't really figure out why, so I figured the best way is to start from scratch and do it again. So what you want to do is you can make this top part here as wide as you want, but the best thing to do is to make it symmetrical so that there's like a 1 block gap between the blocks on both sides. So yeah, like that's fine, but you wouldn't have the blocks placed on the ground like that because the water got to flow through. So what you're going to want to do is bring it up about that high, and since water flows 8 blocks, you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you drop down. This, you don't have to do this, it's just if you want to extend it more, you can keep dropping down every 8 blocks since that's how far water flows, and then you could just drop down another layer, go another 8 blocks, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get this filled out. Alright. And then for the for the last part there, as I'm breaking everything, you then want to break this last row, which would then make it 9, and then drop this down. So this is where the collection area would be. So you'd have this flowing together there, and then it would meet up in the middle somewhere, and then you'll have a hopper set up into a chest and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, these are the items you will be needing. The ice, I'll show you what the ice is for. I'm guessing most of you guys will be able to figure it out anyway, but I'll just put a bit of ice here just to show. But first, before I do that, let's just get the water placement done. I gotta bring this out 1 more block by the looks of it. I think I cut it too short. So if that happened, that means that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this gotta come across here, and then I guess I didn't count right, and then this here will then be the trench because it needs to be 8 blocks to flow. So this here should flow perfectly without going into the hole. There you go. And then here's the little trench part where you collect the stuff. So the thing about the ice, and it's probably the best thing, is that it makes everything flow a lot faster. See how when it comes off the ice it flows slower, so that basically guarantees less entities will clear and stuff. So if you could get that done, you know, that would be great. So what you're going to want to do is then come on this side here and drag it all the way to the end, and then you're just going to want to place a block every second one, and then start a row coming out right to the with a 1 block gap there like you did on the other side. And then doing this, you're gonna have to break a lot of stone after, but trust me, especially if you have fly on the server you play on, this is a very efficient way of doing it. So when you get that done, you come up, you break all the ones in between here. You just use those to connect them so it's easier to make. Then you break every second one and have them in line with each other. Oh, so we go all the way back like that, and then you got the last 2 rows. Alright, then what you do is, of course, you place the sand, because you can't place the cactus without sand, as most of you guys do know or should know. So let's get this done as quick as possible, and there we go. So now what you want to do is you put cactus 2 high on the first row, then 1 high, and then 2 high, and then 1 high, and you keep repeating the whole way through right till the end. So you got 1 more of 2 high. Obviously you don't want to do it like this if you don't have fly, because it'd be hard to get around. And then what you want to do on each 2 high one, you put a fence post or a cobblestone wall or anything on it, so that guarantees that when the cactus grows, the fence will then break it, and then it will land into the water. So yeah, so then to start the next row, you just place a fence up on top, and then you do the exact same thing. You repeat, you bring it all the way down, then you start your rows again, and yeah, this is basically the most efficient way to make a cactus farm, so you just keep repeating over and over. Basically what happens is you could go all the way up to sky limit, so if you manage to do that and however big you want to make it, you'll get a lot of money, especially in factions and stuff, if that's the reason why you're making a cactus farm, which I would think that's probably the most popular reason why. So anyways guys, if you did enjoy this episode of how to, please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.